Right now, the most precious thing we've got on our side is time. But it's slipping away fast. And right now, you're just sitting there. And making that first move toward greatness is the toughest step you'll take. But you know what's even tougher than that, my friends? It's later in life when you look back and realize the chances have passed you by. The doors to opportunity have shut. Your ability isn't what it once was. And you remember that you could have been something special. Right now, you still have the power to never have that argument in your own head. That's the kind of internal battle you simply cannot win. What's left after that is just you, trapped in your own regret, frozen in place, saying to yourself, "Man, I could have done something real with my life." Now you're stuck in a life that doesn't feel like it was ever meant for you when you're sitting there in pain, wondering how you're supposed to keep going. The better question is, how can you not keep going? You already know exactly what needs to be done. It's right there in your mind. But you don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like standing up. You don't feel like grinding. You don't feel like pushing yourself. And if you don't feel like doing the hard stuff, then you better be ready to feel what it's like to lose. You better be okay with feeling weaker, because that's where you're headed if you don't step up and do what has to be done. People ask, what do you tell yourself? I don't tell myself anything. I'm not giving myself a pep talk. I'm not negotiating. I'm not trying to convince myself to do it. I'm just doing it. I'm following through. No explanations needed. No inner debate. Just execution. Make things happen. Be the one who does what they said they would. Don't be like every other person you know who talks a big game, makes a bunch of promises, and 12 months later is exactly the same person they were before. Be the real deal. Be about it. Be what you say you are. If you truly want to level up your life, if you truly want to succeed, be about it today. And then when today ends, be about it again tomorrow. And the next day and the next, when you live. That way, winning isn't just something you dream of. It becomes your identity. It becomes who you are. Most people move too slowly. They think too long. They don't write down their goals. They wait. They hesitate. If I have a vision, but I don't act on it, nobody's ever going to know I existed. Time's not waiting for you. And you're dragging your feet. You're too laid back. You overthink everything. The ones who make it, they're the ones who take massive action quickly. One thing I've learned from watching people who are truly great at what they do, they understand urgency. They understand that when the clock runs out, there's only two outcomes, win or lose. So, speed it up. You're walking too slow. Move faster. Your clock's ticking. You don't have forever. You get 24 hours in a day. Use every one of them. Put every ounce of energy you've got into the mission. Be deliberate. Be focused. Be hungry. Get aggressive. Go take what's yours. People who are driven, they plow through everything in their path. Let me tell you what being driven really means. It means waking up early, even when life's not going your way. It means showing up when you're exhausted. It means standing tall after losing something important. You don't crumble. You don't fold. You don't back down. You rise. Because right after the quitters give up, that's where the winners begin. You want to find the winners. Look where everyone else gave up and went home. That's where they are. You know why I've made it? because I get the job done no matter how I feel. Whether I'm hyped up or burned out, I show up, I do the work, and you can too. You have the power to become whatever you want to become. You can decide to have discipline. You can decide to pour into your own growth. You can decide how you use your nights, your weekends, your free time. You can decide who you spend time with. You can decide to go the extra mile. You can decide to keep pushing even when it's hard. You can decide to take pride in the smallest tasks. You can decide to stay upbeat. You can decide to take initiative, to step up without being asked. You can decide to own your life, your mistakes, your surroundings. You can decide to be a lifelong learner. You can decide to follow through every single day. You can decide not to take shortcuts. You can decide to get your hands dirty and do the work. And you can choose success. But here's the truth. Your actions make that decision for you every single day. So, what was it going to be?